So Dukaan that you see today is a 14-year-old child.
The gestation period is quite long.
Yes.
Bunch of women practicing surrogacy as a commercial profession versus one girl's story. So, that's the major difference here.
Just to feel what a mother feels for her child is like very enriching.
I had the opportunity to get like Arijit Singh for our song, and
Sunidhi is also.
Sunidhi Chauhan is there, Vishal Dadlani, Shreya Ghoshal, Osman Mir sir.
We are a very glamour-driven industry. So we sometimes confuse glamour for performance.
Siddharth and Garima, Monika, Shreyas, thank you so much
Hi.
for joining us. You guys must be really excited, which is like a given. But I want to ask Monika, without making it very obvious, do you feel that butterflies in your tummy? You
No.
do? Not really.
Yeah, because I believe in that line. गम और खुशी के बीच फर्क ना महसूस हो जहाँ. So I'm that kind of a person.
Okay.
So and if it's successful, or even if the project is coming, I'm that stable only.
Yeah.
And if the project is not coming, I'm that stable only. But yeah, I'm hoping for the best. And because हम लोगों ने जो सब लोग करते हैं एक hard work, honesty के साथ फिल्म बनाई है. And yes, we are hoping for the best.
Yeah. Siddharth Garima, you tell me, I mean, being a maker, being the germ of an idea, where did it come from and how did you plan to nurture it to be able to convey the strong message in the manner you wanted to convey?
Okay. So it came from probably a newspaper article that we first read about commercial surrogacy that is practiced in Anand. So we found that one line very interesting, that okay, there's a bunch of women who do this in a place, and it's done at a commercial sort of a level. This was way back in 2010. The idea stayed with us. We both let it evolve. Then of course Ramlila happened, we met Sanjay sir, and it took about a few years of our time and exposure to Gujarat. So when we went to Gujarat, then we went to Kutch, which is a very different area. So we could not really venture towards Anand. 2014 is when we started going to Anand, and we started doing a research we met the real life surrogates and the doctors and the couples. So the whole process came to the fore. And that's when we knew that there's a film idea that lies here very strong.
Correct.
Yeah.
So Dukaan that you see today is a 14-year-old child. Yeah.
So the gestation period is quite long, I must
Yes,
say.
quite long, because it took that amount of time, that many rounds of research, I would say, and now you see it now. Whatever it is, it's in the hands of the public.
Absolutely. Sandeep Reddy Vanga tweeted about it, and ever since that there has been quite a buzz. Did you always have in your mind that you would opt for a face which is not exactly a superstar, but at the same time performance driven? So what was that concept like, and how did you execute it?
Yeah, it's quite a deliberate choice for us. If the person suits the character, she's the superstar.
Yeah.
So it ends
Yeah,
there.
there are many terminologies prevalent in the industry that we are in. Of course, we are a very glamour-driven industry. So we sometimes confuse glamour for performance.
True.
It is very easy to get blinded by that also, which ends up happening with a lot of new filmmakers. The good thing is that we decided to direct after we had taken enough experience as screenwriters. We knew what exactly it is to get the right kind of performer for your character, because nothing matters more. Like Sid said rightly, that a superstar is a person who can bring that value on the table for your character, for your story.
Yeah.
So we feel this poster is just as bright and as superstar-y as it can get.
For you as a protagonist, there's a life within life. I mean, you have to pretend and you have to live the character. I mean, the life that is evolving within you, at the same time conveying what you go through as a mother. So what the preparation was like? I mean, physical transformation we see, that could be prosthetic and whatever it is. But in terms of mental structuring of the character to be able to understand it and then to convey it on the big screen, what was the preparation like?
So for me as an actor, this is always the priority, it's always a thought. It's always a stream of consciousness, what is the emotional and the mental graph of someone. And when that is correct, your physical kind of, gets with that.
Okay.
Because if you're feeling weak and if you're not feeling good, it shows out, outside. So for me, the inner world, connecting to the inner world is very important, and I think that's where the depth is. It's not the external. So I'm more of like an internal to external person. So of course, it's like an ocean, you have to deep dive into that.
True.
And just to comprehend those emotions, those motherhood emotions, and just to feel what a mother feels for her child is like very enriching at the same time. So my preparation was always to understand her graph, because in like, if you'll see the Jasmine graph also, she was not very attracted towards a kid, and she's like, no, I don't want kids, she hates them. But how this character falls in love with this baby,
Correct.
it's just like you fall in love with a random person, it's just like a love, it's just like the exploration of love, and you're going deep into that. So it was like wonderful, just to experience those things.
Shreyas, for you to understand the subliminal message here, at the same time understanding what is out there, and therefore, crooning for it, composing for it, what the journey has been like for you?
So as directors, they were very clear what they wanted, and whatever they wrote was crystal clear for me to compose. Usually, there are two ways to compose. Either you compose a tune and you give it to the writers, and then they write on the tune. But in this project, it was the other way around. They had the lyrics ready, and there was one song, I think, which we composed the verses on the tune. But other 4-5 songs, they were all already written. And so I knew ki kya brief hai, what they wanted, and there is folk sound, there is Gujarat ka pura texture hai, sound texture. And what we have used musicians from Gujarat also. We have incorporated a lot of classical touch to the songs. We also have Osman Mir, who's king of Gujarat in singing. So to add the flavor of Gujarat, the title track of Jasmine is sung by Mr. Osman Mir. Then I had the opportunity to get like Arijit Singh for our song Mona Lage. Thanks to them, because of them it was possible. So a lot of good singers are associated with the project, and
Sunidhi is also
Sunidhi Chauhan is there, Vishal Dadlani, Shreya Ghoshal, Osman Mir sir. My wife is also there, so I'm really excited. I'm looking forward, because the response is quite good for the songs as of now.
Anything that stayed with you for a very long time, perhaps that could, sum up the essence of the film, and perhaps that you can croon for us maybe?
I think Mona Lage is really close to our hearts.
Yeah.
I think the entire cast and crew will agree to that, because it is the core of the film, and it's the lyrics are so well written, not because they are my friends
Can you hum a
and
couplet?
directors.
Possible?
Yes, so sing the first verse of the song, which is point of view of the biological mother who is not able to get pregnant. But it is portrayed in such a manner that it is a love song also. It is a song, जो सुनेगा उससे connect करेगा.
Wow.
It's that kind of a song.
Yes.
तरस में बीते बरस ये सारे, बरसे रिमझिम मेघाकारे, सांझ ढले तो सांझ चले फिर, चांद भी निकला चमके सितारे, फूल खिलाना अंगना मोरे, आए गए जो भाग, पर नैनों ने मेरे लिया ना सावन से बैराग, सावन से बैराग, मोह न लागे, मोह न लागे, मोह न लागे, मोह न लागे.
Given the theme of this, please tell me, I mean, many people are drawing comparison with, of course, Mimi, which is fine. I mean, good that we are discussing about this subject, and this could be, this could fuel more facilitation of the conversation to be able to taking it forward. So in that sense, are you guys excited with this parallel being drawn? You think you have more to offer, something new to offer, better to offer perhaps?
So yes, absolutely. We feel it's an open playing field completely, because commercial surrogacy has never been talked about. You see, there's a bunch of women doing surrogacy, practicing surrogacy as a commercial profession, versus one girl's story. So that's the major difference here. And also we are talking about, I mean, the film follows the journey of surrogacy in India, how it started, where it went, the ban that came about recently, like a few years ago, and then where is it now? So all that is covered through our story, through our journey. Also the fact that people have been curious about it, because it's associated with a lot of glamorous people adopting, like going for this option of having surrogate children. That's never been spoken about. So a lot of common people, we get this question from a lot of people कि ये कैसे होता है? What goes into getting a surrogate child? I'm sure after watching Dukaan, those questions will be answered. So, that's how it's different from any other film that people have seen on surrogacy so far.
Yeah.
And comparisons are a good thing because they give you a chance to prove yourself better.
Yeah.
So, yes, we are excited and nervous both.
As a protagonist, I'm sure the residual impact of the previous character lingers. Is there anything that has stayed with you now that you have played mother, even if she is surrogate mother? Is there anything that you have discovered about womanhood, about being a mother?
I think there's this crazy mad love, You can see this woman who is like, in like a general term, she's weak or something. But if anything happens to her child, you can see her in her extreme, You can see this fearless woman. She can cross any bridge. She can be any extreme for her child. So I mean, this quality कि बच्चे को हाथ लगाने से पहले बाप से बात, so it's like बच्चे को हाथ लगाने से पहले माँ से बात कर, so that quality, I like it's I mean there's all emotions. It's like आपके पास 9 रसाज होते हैं, there's everything. There's this वीर रस also, जब आप उसको वीर में देखना चाहोगे, there's that, there's romantic, there's श्रृंगार, for the child, there's this vibhats also. Sometimes you can, kids can be really like, excuse me, and then it's like there's
totally.
karuna. So with the women, with the motherhood, you can see the ensemble of all the rasas, whatever emotions we have got as a human. So that is there.
As a makers, how it has changed? I'm sure you must be prepared while making this one. I'm also sure about the fact that there must be some line that you had to draw to be able to make it aesthetically pleasant at the same time without diluting the essence and the message of it. So how this film has changed you as writers, as people? I want to have man's perspective as well here.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what we believe is, you should say, people say, I make a film so that I can give enough of myself to the film. What we feel as well, we keep discussing it as writers and as filmmakers now, is that every film should leave something with you. You should also benefit as human beings from a film. Like अगर आपने कोई फिल्म बनाई हो तो उसका असर आपके ऊपर रह जाना चाहिए, कुछ ऐसी चीज सिखा दे, something it teaches you that lasts a lifetime. So of course aesthetic is something that comes naturally to both of us, and not just that we've been associated with Sanjay sir for that matter. That is not a residue of that. It already existed in us, and there is a certain way we have our own OCDs. Like
perhaps it only got enhanced.
We just got an outlet with this film, and since it was based in Gujarat, which is so vibrant, so colorful, so we had the opportunity to do it, and what we got left with is the aesthetic actually. And now this aesthetic you're going to see in the future projects, future films also.
What was it as a maker as well as a protagonist that perhaps you discovered, oh God, we were not prepared for this, but it has come out really strongly?
No, I mean, I was pretty much sure of the scenes because I know, the way there's this choreography also. They do everything. They'll play music. I mean, there's this beat also, and you can see people dancing because there's a choreography also. It's not like, and there's this blocking also that's going in their mind always. So I'm just figuring out what was that?
What has come out strongly? I think
the scale.
The scale of it?
The scale?
Yeah.
The way it is mounted, perhaps?
Yeah. So it's a very frugally made film. As you know, it's our first film, and we had very limited resources to make this film, and we didn't want to, because you obviously want the film to do well. So you don't want to mount it and load it, top load it. So we were all going very frugally, like all of us were not like charging the kind of fee we would charge in the market. So that was one thing. Plus we had limited resources. So that, with that, achieving this kind of scale, all of us knew what we were going after. But after the film was ready, we were like, it's that one thing that you make and you look at it and you say, wow, this has come out really well.
Okay. What happens, the reason why I ask this question is because there is a subliminal message or perhaps the undercurrent of patriarchy and how we have to deal with it. But somehow the makers these days are also ensuring that you are conveying that message without bashing males or the male counterpart of it. So was that a conscious in your writing as well?
It has always been a constant actually, because that was our learning, that was our introduction to patriarchy in India, that it is followed mostly by women. what I mean by that is that when you go to the rural side of India, is that you understand that women only don't want to change.
Correct.
They are the biggest flag bearers of patriarchy.
Yeah.
So for feminism to get to that level, that a woman changes, is the biggest resolve of patriarchy, I think.
Yeah. Also, why should feminism talk about bashing men?
Yeah.
True.
That is something that
Yeah.
men should have a huge problem with. I mean, आदमी बुरे हो गए तो औरतें अच्छी हो गई, ये तो कोई बात ही नहीं है. We do not advocate that. You'll never see that in our writing ever. Like from Ramila onwards to whatever we have done so far, women are strong on their own and men are strong on their own in their own account.
Yeah. Looks quite interesting and engaging. It will come out, I'm sure, on 5th of April.
Thank you for being-
Shreyas, we cannot let you go. Of course, you're on a roll after Satranga. So, can you please hum that for us? Because that would be the request for me on the Instagram feed. That why did you make him sing that one?
Done. So I'm glad that Satranga is loved by people, and it has been a life-changing song for me and for us also, like as a team. ये तो change कर ही रहे हैं कब से life. आधा तेरा इश्क आधा मेरा ऐसे हो पूरा चंद्रमा हो तारा तेरा एक तारा मेरा बाकी अंधेरा आसमां न तेरे संग लागे बांधे जो पीपल पे धागे ये सुरमे के धारे बहते हैं नजरे बचा के बदरंग में सतरंगा है ये इश्क रे जोगी मैं और गंगा है ये इश्क रे हो बदरंग में सतरंगा है ये इश्क रे जोगी मैं और गंगा है ये इश्क रे.
Wow. Truly gifted. Hope you achieve what you want to achieve with Dukaan. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Catch Dukaan in theatres on the 5th of April. It will mean a lot to us. You'll love the film. There's song, dance, humor, color, drama, emotion, everything.
A little bit of action also.
Little bit of action, yes.
Good music and of course a solid message. Thank you.